So this video, thank you for watching this earlier video. So thank you for watching this earlier video. This is to give you an next start before the live session. You see that I'm sharing a screen. This screen will come up whenever you click on the Power BI icon after you must have installed it. But in the live class, you're going to be taught how to install it, but you need to get familiar with the environment of the Power BI. Just like MS Word, Excel, this is just like a mirror of those things you are used to already. So anytime you click on your Power BI icon, this is the Power BI icon that you have on your desktop. Once you are done installing, what you will get is a pop-up that brings you to this environment. If you have not been working with Power BI, you will not have this portion below that shows recent things you've done. But for you to get started, the first thing you do is to do this blank report. But before you do a blank report, there's even an information that can help you to get started that will give you some orientation with Power BI. So, but this actually will open Power BI service. I think you'll get to know at the live session the different types of Power BI that we have. We have the Power BI desktop. That is what the developers use. So any work you want to do as a developer, you first do on the desktop, then you publish, and it goes into the Power BI service. There's also the Power BI mobile that gives the opportunity to also see whatever has been developed in the Power BI desktop. So this training is going to be focused on how you can create a report and dashboard on the Power BI desktop. So for you to get started, once you click on your icon and it brings you to this environment, what you do is to open a blank report. Once you open a blank report, it brings you to this environment. And I think it's important that I provide you with brief orientation about what this environment is all about. So looking at this environment, you have the navigation interface. Okay, let me remove this. I don't want to see this file. So we have the home. On the home tab, you are able to load your data. You are able to perform refresh if you have loaded data already. Then we have the view tab. This view tab, this way you are able to work with different teams. In fact, you can even browse and import a new team. You can go to the team gallery and see the different kind of teams that you have. And then you can get information on how you can create a team that you can use to customize your own report environment. Then if you are bringing in data that is dirty, that has a lot of missing data that is not aligned, that you need to do cleaning to, then you need to go through modeling. Or if you are coming with multiple data sets on different files, and you want to link them together on different tables, you do that at modeling. So this is what modeling, or you want to create a subtable, or you want to create new parameters, you can do that in the modeling tab. So the modeling tab can be accessed through here, or you can actually go for the remodeling when you get there, where you can link different tables. But your tables, for them to be linked, they have to have keys, either a primary key or a secondary key, something that will join, that can link the tables and the variables together. For example, your key can be an ID, an identification number. so that when you are joining two tables together, you are joining apples to apples, you are joining oranges to oranges, you are joining banana to banana. You're not joining banana to apples. That's the philosophy behind you doing that. But the purpose of this video recording is to give you orientation and get you comfortable and give you a head start even before the live class. The live class is going to be a 5 session of 2 hours. You're going to have about 4 different facilitators. I'm going to be privileged to be one of the facilitators, but I have very brilliant people who are excellent Power BI developers. They have excellent qualification in data analytics and statistics. They are professionals, they are expatriates, and they will be showing you some of the things they have learned along the way. But I need to let you know that the journey is actually in your hand. Your success when it comes to maximizing this opportunity. This is an opportunity, a golden one that can transform your life, that can transform your competency forever. So you're going to be listening to 5 brilliant minds that will share with you different perspectives. It is now left to you what you do with it. And we're going to be doing recording of the sessions so that you can watch it over and over. The purpose of this is to help you to move from novice to become an advanced Power BI developer. Just recently, a friend of mine got an offer for a Power developer role, but that was going to pay the person $60 per hour. So just do your calculation. If the person decides to work 8 hours per day and 80 hours per bi-weekly or 160 hours per month, you know how what that would translate to. And all it does, it begins with you. So this is to help you to get comfortable with the interface. So you can see the modeling tab. So you have all the tables that you have in your. So, but let's get started. I just wanted to let you see how the environment is. But the first thing we're going to do, whichever view, this view is where you put your visuals. This is where you arrange your visuals. So you work a lot with this visualization panel. Then this view allows you to see how your table is spread. You can interact and see your data, how it looks. It gives you a visual inspection opportunity. Then you will come here, your DAX query, if you have a DAX query that you have written, but we're going to be covering that also in the training. But let's go. So the first thing we need to do to make this make sense is for us to bring in data. And let me see what data are we going to bring in. So for you to bring in your data, you will come to Home, you will come to Get Data. What type of data do you have? Do you have an Excel workbook? Your data is in Excel? Is it in the Power BI semantic model? Is it in data flows? Is it in data vars? Is it in SQL Server? Is it in Google Sheet? Is it in CSV? Is it a web data that you want to read in? And you get a live dashboard that will update once you refresh. So once we have data, this refresh button is going to be working. So if it is going to be a live data that you are going to be importing, then once you click refresh, once there is an update in the data source, then you will see an update on your dashboard. But for this demonstration, just to get it started, I think we need to bring in let me hide my screen so that you don't see the location of my file. So I've clicked on Get Data. I want to bring in a CSV file. Let me go to where the CSV file might be. Today, yeah. So I'm bringing this CSV file. You will see it when it starts coming up. Oh my goodness, see. So I hope you are seeing this entire screen. So your data will come in. So we have the title column. So it's going to show you just extracts, not the full thing. So you see, it's based on the first 200 rows. You can see based on the entire data set, do not data set, but the kind of data is comma, delimiter, CSV. The final origin is stated there. So let us bring in this data. But for some people, they might want to first transform the data, but we can do that even when the data has arrived. So I'm loading the data directly. Anything I want to do. So there are plenty changes in your queries that haven't applied. I think it's based on my previous work. So I will just discard that. So now I have my data and my data is here. So some of the things they should have taught you in your, so these panels they are expandable. So because of my screen, I think I'll need to expand it. This is the name of your, so the first thing I'm going to do is to rename my table because this table is going to be too complex for me. So I think I'll just limit it. Once you click on it, you come to name. Once you click on it, it will bring you this table tools interface, and then you can modify the name. So I'm going to be keeping it to just YouTube. I'm going to be keeping it to just YouTube. So my data henceforth, and if you watch it, the name has changed. And henceforth, I'm going to be using YouTube. So now I want to see my data very well. Oh my goodness. So wow, we have a lot of things here. So the first one, I can see the title. Okay, great. I can see full title. Here, I can't, let me see if there is a labeling on that particular one. I can see, okay, it's there, it's description. Oh my goodness. So that description is very, very long, it's very wide. Then view counts, excellent. Then the category. In fact, you can come to this drop down and look at the different things you have. So we have two different categories of the YouTube items. So it's selecting all. You have the music, you have the people and blogs. So there are two categories that you're going to be working with. Then the view. So another thing you need to understand is that your data type. So what type of data do you have? The data that are numeric has this summation sign in front of them. That means you can do arithmetic, you can do their sum, you can do their average, you can do anything you can do with numeric numbers with them. This one that have this summation stuff, the summation sign in front of them. So if you click on duration, it will take you to that particular. If you click on view count, to take you to the view count. So they are numeric. Even if you look at the description of this data type, the name of this variable is view count. The data type is whole number. The format is whole number. So you can do sum, you can do. Then if you go to duration, it will give you same. If you go to channel follower count, so number of people that are following the channel, excellent. So you have it there. So this analysis now is we're analyzing a YouTube data information. So we can go back here, and so the first thing we're doing is so our variables of interest, we have how many variables you can count from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 variables. Why 3 of them are numeric variables, then we have some of them that are, okay, yeah, so we have some of them that are text variables. So if you look at it, you see, so a lot of text, okay, for different people. You might want to isolate someone, you might want to know which of them has the highest number of subscribers, which of them has the highest number of view, which of them. So duration is telling you how many days the channels have existed. And also there is this text about title. What is the title of this channel? While the URL of the channel. If we're going to do an analysis with that for these, then we have the follower. So this is what we're going to use to gain insights. So for example, then we have the types. Let me see. Yeah, you remember the other time we were looking at music. So you can easily find out where is your best channel. The category is excellent. So we are going to be doing a lot of analysis based on category. So even if you want to know the highest by category, you might want to look at the total number of views by the category. You can use category to do a filter where, so let me come here and let's start with something so that you can appreciate what we're trying to do. So, so that you can appreciate what we're trying to do. Now we have gotten our data in. We have changed the name of the data. So we have changed the name of the data. So there are some of the data also that will be a date or a time format. So not all of them are text. So if I come here, there is also some of this data. Yeah. So you can see the ones that are easily, I've showed you view count numeric. I've showed you that the category is a text format. It has two options. The description, the tags, they are text format. The duration is numeric. So for example, the life status. The life status is Boolean, either true or false. Yeah, so this life status is Boolean, either true or false. When you see a column that has true or false responses, that is regarded as a Boolean. So, but the first thing I want to do now, so if you want to add any visual to your report page, this is page one. You can add as many pages as you want. But for this simple demonstration, I think we should start um, the things you kind of see. So all these visualization they have, their names are clear. So you need to go back before our first class to understand your visualization philosophy. Which type of data do you plot on line chart? A data that has a time dimension. If you want to see something maybe over a month, over years, then that's when you consider using line chart. If you want to see a distribution, so for example, the first possible thing we can do, for if you want to see distribution between either it's a music or it's a either it's a music or it's a people and plot, we can use either pie charts. So I've added pie charts. You will go to your data and then we can look for the categories and just bring the categories to the legend. So you have, for one thing that will help you is once you have your data, you can, it's important for you to start creating measures. Those measures, so for example, now if you want to note the total number of data that we have, I will need to create a new measure by right-clicking or here, or you can come here on the home and do new measure. This new measure will give you ability. So I think the first thing we want to do to load the total record is the measure's name is total record, total records. And what do I want to do? I want it to count rows, just like your knowledge in Excel. You count rows. Which rows? Rows of YouTube table. You close the bracket, and then you create that new measure. So now you have the total record, and the total record will be useful to put in a place of value so that you can see for yourself that the distribution of total records by category. If this is not the kind of visual you want, you can add another type like this, but ensure that your hand or your cursor is no longer on the previous visualization. You need to click outside of the previous visualization, then add a new visualization. And let's do the same thing by bringing the record to the values and doing it by category. And then you have a different type of visualization. The same thing, we have used two different visualizations to communicate it. Then if all those cards that you love, you can put the card here. And if you want to know the total number of records, you are able to know. So there are 100 records in this data set. There are 100 records in this data set. So that's the easy way for you to create a card. So you can see we first created the total records. Then I brought out, so you can also bring out another one. So, but the best practice is not for you. So you can, if you want to take this away, you remove it. But the best practice is that once you format one of your cards, so these are you format one of your card. For example, you come here, you go to the format visual, you go to general, you come to the title, you put on the title, and then you type the title records. Then you go back to the visual pane, you come here and off the category label. And that's how you get these parts. There are other newer cards that you will see in this visualization area. So once you are satisfied with the size, you can right click on it, copy visual, replicate it. If you are going to be having, so you can see the double red dot lines. It's showing you that they are in alignment. You can paste again, do it. So depending on how many KPIs or how many cards that you're going to be showing. So this is how you start off. So the first one we've done is the title record. Another one we can do is to do the total streams that has happened. So let me total streams that has happened. So we come here, right click, go to new measures. When you go to new measures, the new measure is going to be total stream, total streams. Total view count, total views. So we can do total views, total views. Hope you're following me. Excellent. Total views equals to, for you to do total views, that means you're going to be doing a sum. You're going to be summing it and then look for your data. Your data is YouTube, but we are summing up our total YouTube. You scroll down here and then you close the bracket. If the bracket is not closed, you see that the other side of the bracket is red. But once you close the bracket, the color changes to blue. And then you press enter, and then if you check it, we've created total views. You can also do total channel follower. Let's do that using the same format. You right click, you go to new measure. So let's do total followers. Total followers equals to sum. You click on sum, you go to channel follower count, you close the brackets, and then you press enter. So we have total followers. So for this second card that you have selected, remove the total record that you have there and replace it with total views. You can see. Then I think I have total records, right? The total record we have. Then go to the next one. Let's remove this total record and replace it with total followers. So we have from these 100 records, we go back to total views and go to the format visual thing, go to the general, go to the title and change it to what it really is, total views. Go to the other one and change it back to what it was. Anytime you click on it, it shows you the data that is being displayed on the card. Then you come here, so it's total followers, total follower. It's so simple to do. So this is getting interesting. If you feel like adding a header to this, what you just do is to look for the text box. If you go to insert, you also see the text box, and then you size it the way you want it to be sized. Are you seeing how you're sizing it? Then you type. So YouTube analytics dash, but you highlight it, you select the font type that you want, then you increase the size. Well, most times I use 20, and then you center it, and then you have your, then one thing you can do that I always do, I'll first of all add a border, then you go back to your properties, to effects, you go to visual border. I like to first add visual borders because it helps me. You click on this, go to format visual, go to general, go to effects, and add a visual border. I don't need to waste my time. I just come to home, click on this. I'll format paint. I'll do that. I'll format it. So they just replicate any format I don't want on the others. So it helps me when they have border. I can remove the border eventually. So you can, once you align it, you see, you can see the parallel red. Okay, it's showing that it's aligning. Another thing I need to quickly show you, if you want to add a filter, come here to slicer. You can resize it. The filter, what do I want to filter? What do I want to see differently? Although we have categories here, but we can actually play with it. You bring categories. How many categories do we have? I think we have 2 categories. So because we have 2 categories, you can come to the format, visual format, come to the slicer setting. Which kind of slicer do you want? Do you want a vertical list? Do you want a style? Do you want a drop down? So I love tiles. Let me do tiles. Let's go to the selection. It's only selecting these 2. Let's do select all so that you can select music, you can select peoples and blocks, and then select 2 of them together. So this is it for you can move this around, you can move it around, see my slicer or my filter. The filter, you can either make it vertical, but for now, I think I'll just make it a horizontal. So if you click on music, it will affect every, see, is this showing only, so of all the 100 records that we have, 94 of them are music. They have 10 billion views in all. They have 2 billion followers. We have, this is 94 record, okay, same thing. And you can see that these 2 charts actually change because it's showing music alone. If you want to see people and blocks alone, there are only 6 records that have about 602 million views. That have 49 million title followers. You want to select all, select all. So today, from this video alone, you have been introduced to the different parts of the Power BI. Now you know how to import your data, especially for CSV. You can create a title for your dashboard on the report page. You can insert a card. You are able to create basic measures that will feed into the cards. You have learned how to create simple visuals such as a pie chart, a donut chart, and you have also learned how to insert a slicer, and this time we use a tile slicer. I think this is good for you to whet your appetite for the good things you're going to be enjoying in the live session. I see you on the 30th of November, which is going to be the first live session. It promises to be explosive. It's going to be massive. You are going to get massive value, and it's absolutely free of charge. If you have somebody who needs this and has not yet registered, I would encourage you to encourage such individual to register, because the value you're going to get is going to be second to none. And all is courtesy of the strategic insights and analytics. Thank you for watching this. I look forward to seeing you at the live training session with my 4 other amazing friends who will blow off your mind, equip you, make it practical and hands-on. While you're using this video, you could have decided to pause, apply, practice, and then replay it again. You can watch this over and over again. You can even download it and make it like a guide for you. By the time you do this and you get also other additional data and you bring it in and you practice every day, the secrets to becoming better and better is to do, and do. Day by day in every way, you can get better if you practice, and practice. All you need between your current level and your desired expertise level is the investment of time and practice. Thank you. See you at the live class.